12 of the 40-day Rad Kundalini Challenge. So come into your breath awareness, come into a nice easy seated position on a chair, on your mat, whatever is comfortable, and you've designated your time, devotion to your soul, your evolution, yourself, in a space you've created and designated just for you, because this is your time. Breathing long and deep down into the pelvic floor, ensuring that your body is in a nice, comfortable space. Hips over the shoulders, head over the shoulders, chin level with the floor, each vertebrae stacked one over the other. Roll the shoulders up, let the shoulders glide down the back, let the shoulder blades come together. As you're breathing in long and deep, start to pay attention. Listen to the sound of your own breath as it expands deep in the belly, deep in that pelvic floor, out, up through the diaphragm. The chest lifts, the chest lowers on the exhale. The diaphragm flattens and the belly pulls in at the navel center, expelling the last bit of stagnant air. While you're doing this, feel yourself relax into this moment. Allow your jaw to relax, your eyes to softly be closed, your neck to relax, your tongue to soften. Allow any tension from your day to just melt off your shoulders, ensuring that your legs are fully supported underneath you. And then you feel fully each breath as it enters and how it enlivens all of your cells. Thank you for tuning in with me again. I'm grateful that you are able to make this. In a spirit of gratitude, be grateful and appreciate that you yourself have shown up for you right here, right now. The power of the breath. It takes time, it takes dedication and devotion to truly sit with oneself, to be in peace and alignment with just the stillness of this moment. Some days may feel easy, other days may feel harried and impatient. It's all in the mind. And as you recognize the quality of your thoughts, recognize where it's coming from. Well, how does it arise? What does it conjure up in you? You can allow those thoughts to release, or you can sit with them and challenge them. And those times when you have those challenging thoughts, when you question them and go within, trace them back to where they originate, you may find deep insight into this. This is the mindfulness, the awareness that you are cultivating through this practice. Getting to know your true, authentic self. Going within so you no longer go without. Take one deep inhale together. Exhale. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Lana, or Sundari Kirinkar is my spiritual name. It is day 12 on this 40-day Rad Kundalini Yoga Challenge. I hope you're enjoying these practices as much as I enjoy sharing them. So, if this is your first time, or just to be certain, ensure that you're spreading the love on that share button and that your notifications are set on our page to follow, see first, and especially see when we go live, so you don't miss any of these videos here or any others that we may pop in and share as well. Today we're going to work a Kriya for this. It's a stress set for your adrenals and kidneys. Where most of the times we're living in fight or flight, and we need to take it back, and we need healthy adrenals and kidneys, because it doesn't matter how much you're eating the right foods or doing the right things. If you're not getting the proper rest, the downtime, that boost it's a boost to take time for you and to re-energize, to relax, to breathe mindfully, just to meditate. So this practice is designed specifically for the kidneys and the adrenals. First things I'm going to recommend, make sure that you have your water. Now this is especially important because that's how the kidneys and the adrenals flush out. This Kriya calls to make sure that you have at least one full glass of water so that you may drink it after we're done. As well as your journal. You want to make sure you have your journal handy so that if anything comes up during this time, you don't want to miss it. Because sometimes I know for myself, when I start writing, it just keeps flowing. And that's key, that's huge in your evolution and your growth and your awareness of yourself, is reflection. So cheers to all of you who are showing up for you. We're going to start right into it. We're going to go tuning in with the Adi Mantra, which is Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. We're going to chant 3 to 5 times. One thing I want to stress during this practice is you know your body best. I'm going to show you the ideal, and you're going to know if that works for you or what your real is, and you're going to adjust for you. Okay? Let's bring the hands into the heart center. Thumbs are in and up at the sternum, that nice little notch in the breastbone. Roll the shoulders up and back, stacking each vertebrae one over the other. Ears are over the shoulders, head is level with the floor, shoulders are over the hips. You're elongating through the crown of the head, the spine, from the tailbone up. It's like someone's pulling a string. And what that does is it creates just a little tuck of the neck, so that as if someone's pulling you up by that craniosacral area too. So that aligns your chin properly. So inhale together to synchronize the breath. Exhale, release. We'll do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to begin and chant the Adi Mantra. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. One more time. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale, suspend the breath. Exhale, release the hands down to the knees and just start with a nice Sufi grind. You inhale the forward and off to the side. You're opening up the side body and the back body as you round the back. You want to keep the head level with the floor. Head is over the hips. So it's this, a lot of times I'll see people in class who'll do this, but you want to use the arms to pull you forward, stretch you sideways, and rounding the back, keeping the head level. Because you're going to get more out of this movement than if you're trying to do it like just like this, right? Yeah, you'll open up a little bit in the lower body, but this will open up the entire spine, rib cage, all those intrinsic muscles, the issues that we have in our tissues need to be stretched out so we can release them. This is why emotion comes up during a lot of these practices, is because we've really suppressed it in all of the cells of our bodies. And so we need to open up the space for the healing, for the prana, for the life force to get in there so that it can come back out and that energy can move freely, fluidly, keeping that spine limber and youthful. That's how we want to remain through the whole course of our life. We want to feel fully. We want to engage fully. We want to live this life fully, richly. Inhale to center. And exhale the opposite direction. And allow yourself to open up all those spaces, because that's what's going to bring more awareness. Your body's wisdom is tapping into it and learning the language that it speaks. So if you feel something doesn't feel right, that's your body trying to tell you something. But the key is in discerning, and when it's the head speaking or the body, because the body responds to the mind. So of course the body is going to keep on unless the mind jumps in and says, oh no, we've been here, or there's an experience it compares it to. That mind is so tricky. It keeps itself busy with all sorts of things that most of the times are insignificant. They don't affect us as much as we put our attention and energy toward. Really feel this fully, opening up that side body, open up the back body, breathing forward and exhaling around back. Oh, isn't it juicy when you can feel your body fully? There's nothing wrong with that. That's the way we're supposed to engage in this life. Make this your last one. And now inhale to center. Exhale, release. And so this particular exercise is really, really beautiful because we need that extra boost to work through our various routines and daily schedules, right? The hectic work schedule that many people out there have. And this is a great way, if you decide you want to rewatch these videos, any of them in particular, to do a 40-day practice of this particular Kriya, just to boost and give you that extra, to keep you off the edge, to give you the edge. How's that sound, right? I know for myself, I was burning the oil from both ends, like when I was in that high impact work world, when I was working for the government or when I was in the Air Force, and I was constantly go, 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 go. I don't even know how I did it all. I would get up early in the morning, I'd go to the gym. I was a runner, I was doing spin classes, I was in the weight room, I was stretching, and then I'd go to work. And I'd work all day. Sometimes at lunch, if there was a class to take, I would go to the gym, but otherwise, maybe I had my lunch at the cafeteria, or I ate it at my desk. And then at the end of the day, I was done. Sometimes I'd be back in the gym again, or sometimes I'd go home. And in the evenings, I had a crazy lifestyle. I was out going to clubs. I was a socialite. And I'd restart the day after a late night and just start all over again. So if that's your lifestyle, this may be the Kriya you need to keep you going. Because if you can keep up with this, you can be kept up with whatever it is you want to achieve and attain in this world. So, some of the things that Yogi Bhajan says about this particular Kriya is that he asks, do we have enough reserve capacity to get to our destination despite the storm, whatever kind of storm is going on in the life, right? Our energy can be flowing, we can keep eating well, sleeping enough, but if our adrenals fail, it's hard to keep up. We get tired and cranky, we're snappy, our glandular balance, and in particular strong adrenals and kidneys are important to have that extra edge to control anger and hypoglycemia. Anyone out there have hypoglycemia? Issues with their blood sugar? He says that without strong adrenals and kidneys, the heart can't function well. And this is what this is really all about, the lungs and the heart. You know, they're all supporting. It's all these amazing systems within the physical body that maintain us in this life. So, here's the first practice, the first Kriya position is Lotus mudra. Now we're going to have breath of fire in this practice. If you are on your moon cycle, you have glaucoma, high blood pressure, go at your own pace. Heavy days of your moon cycle, you want to long deep breathing. The rest of anybody who has any contraindications to the breathing heavy, you want to slow deep breathe. Long, slow, deep breathing. You listen to yourself. You can go a little faster, but you want to listen and feel into your body, because ultimately the breath is going to heal all of your conditions. It's just how much are you breathing into your body too. And so since I'm not a health practitioner, always consult your physician or your health practitioner, whoever you're working with. This is really your practice through your personal experience. I'm just here to guide you through the postures, the alignments, the kriyas, the meditations, the chanting, and all that. So I can tell you what it's good for, but it's up to you. And it's your choice, and it's also your body. So again, Kundalini Yoga, it's a yoga of awareness through your personal experience. And let's begin. If you have jewelry on, I'm going to take mine off, most of it, for this particular one. So Lotus Mudra, you're in easy seated position. You're going to, I believe it's, okay, so you're going to inhale, the arms are going to stretch straight out. Fingers are straight up. And this will be the whole time. So your hands are together. Palms are going to face out, parallel to the ground. See how they go straight out from my shoulders. The hands fold up at 90 degrees. The inhale, no, this is the inhale. And the exhale, you're going to bring the hands together into a lotus. See this? This is a lotus. You're touching the base of the palms, the sides of the thumbs, and the sides of the pinkies together and spreading these other fingers out. When we end, you're going to inhale right here at heart center. So the inhale is out here, and the exhale is back here. Again, you can go at your own pace. I'm going to go at my pace, and you can keep up with me or not. You can go fast or slow, and you want to control and listen to the sound of your breath. It's and unless specified, the eyes are closed down. Focus in and up at the third eye point. I'm going to use the timer, so you're going to hear the timer. And begin. Inhale, suspend the breath. Hold it here. Pull up and in on the sex organs, the anus, the navel point. Hold it. Relax the body around it. Exhale, release. So there's not a lot of stops in between for relaxation during this practice. Now you're going to interlace the pinkies with the fingers. You're going to interlace the pinkies and you're going to fold the other 3 fingers into the palms. Thumbs are going to come straight out like thumbs up. You're going to hold this. You're going to bring it in front of the heart center. Then you're going to, and keep those thumbs sticking out, lower the hands to the solar plexus, which is between the navel point and the heart center. So here's heart center. Solar plexus is below that. You're going to actually keep pulling on the pinkies while you're doing breath of fire from below the navel. You're going to feel it across the back. And so there is a pull. Just keep that in mind. Now, it's common for hands to drop. You want to maintain and pay attention that your hands stay in front of the solar plexus. Don't drift up or down. A lot of times it drifts up for most people. This is going to generate the heat and work on the side of the adrenals. Now, for those of you, again, breath of fire, it's equal inhale, equal exhale. It sounds like this. You're pulling in on the exhale at the navel point. Make sure you have a handy tissue because your nose may get a little drippy. It may bring out some stuff. Whether you have stuff up there or not, you may get it anyway. So close the eyes down, focus the third eye point, lip, and begin. Sat Nam in your mind's eye. Keep that Bij mantra. Keep pulling on those pinkies. Inhale, suspend the breath. Pull the pinkies, feel the pull across the back. Squeeze up and in at the anus, the sex organs, and the navel point, holding it here. Exhale, release, continuing to sit in easy seated position. You're going to relax the hands. You can either come in Gyan Mudra or you can place the right hand in the left. We're going to do a cannon breath. Now, I want to be very clear on this. You're going to make an O with your lips and keep them very stiff. The cheeks are not meant to move. I'm going to show you the ideal position and how this works. We're going to do a breath of fire through the mouth. Only the mouth, not through the nose, but through the O shape in the mouth. And you don't want to allow those cheeks to move. Your inhale and concentration on the spine will come at the very end. So it's going to look like this. Each exhale again is pulling in and up at that navel center. It's equal inhale, equal exhale. Chant in your mind's eye with your eyes closed. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, because that's going to keep your mind busy. This is what it doesn't look like. It looks like this. Not If these cheeks puff out, then you know you're not doing it correctly. The correct form is to keep all of the mouth straight, taut. It may cause a whistle like mine does. So come into position, relax the hands in Gyan Mudra or in your lap. You're going to close your eyes down, focus at the third eye point, equal inhale, equal exhale, chanting Sat Nam in your mind's eye with it, and pumping the navel point on the exhale. And begin. Inhale, suspend the breath and concentrate on the spine. Exhale, release. You're going to stay in easy seated position. And so now I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me properly. You're going to place the left hand on the back below the last rib. At the bottom rib with the palm out. So you're basically, if you take your hand straight out from your shoulder, turn it facing palm back, and sweep it down behind the back at that last rib, okay? The right hand is going to come straight out like you're saying stop, okay? And then you're going to take your hand and aim it at a 60-degree angle. So this is parallel, this is 45, this is 60. Now we're going to, with this straight spine and stretching, you want to stretch from the shoulder, okay? So you're feeling the stretch forward. This is going to work the other side. We're going to chant Hud, Hud, Hud from the navel. Hud, Hud, Hud. We're just going to continue to chant this. I have my timer over here for a minute. And get into position, 60-degree angle. Close your eyes at the third eye point and begin. Hud, 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 Hud. Stretching that arm. Hud, 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 Hud. Inhale, suspend the breath. Exhale, release the arm down. The next one, this is where I take my rings off. Jewelry's all going to come off here, especially when we start doing some of the other postures. So, ideal versus real. Here's the perfect example where you get to ask yourself, am I capable of doing this? Or, again, what is your real? Because your real could change from day to day. So the ideal, according to this, is to go into lotus posture, which this is what lotus looks like. And this is body drops that we're going to do. You're going to inhale up and exhale down, dropping your body, your full body weight. You can use your fingertips or you can use your fists, but it looks like this. It's inhale up. So I press down with my right at this portion of my hand when I do this. So inhale up, exhale down. And there's no race here, there's no rush. You listen to your body and do what works for you. This could be your reel right here. You could be going, and sometimes that's all I'm doing myself. So even if I can come into the posture doesn't mean I'm capable of doing the full minute of dropping at my body. Every day changes. We're all human. So trust your body's wisdom. Listen to your body and do what works for you. So I will do part of the lotus, the full lotus, and then I may end up shifting myself. So, and begin. Inhale, sat. Exhale, nam. Keep the spine straight. Spine alignment is key. Keeping the back molars together to protect the tongue, keeping a neck lock. Inhale, suspend the breath. Exhale, release the feet down. Whew, that should have brought up a sweat if you were doing it. I know it did for me. All right, so now you're going to stretch out your legs front of you, wiggling your ankles and feet, windshield wipering in them. So, easier if I do this. Finding space. So what we're going to do, it's a front stretch with the spine straight. So aligning your body. Some of us might be tighter in the hamstrings or the lower back. So this might be painful, might be harder. Do it your own pace. Only you know. So we're going to take the arms parallel to the ground, hands and fists, thumbs pressing. We're giving a thumbs up. You know, you give yourself thumbs up. You're here. You've made it this far. That's all that matters. Arms are straight out in front of you. You're going to inhale, stretching forward. Exhale, leaning back with a powerful breath. You're going to keep the arms parallel the whole time. You notice they don't drop? There is the tendency sometimes that people's arms will come down, but you want to keep them straight out from the shoulder, straight in front of you. So, inhaling forward, exhaling back, eyes closed down in the third eye. And again, inhale sat, exhale nam. This is a good way to keep your mind from going into that little zone, right? So, begin. Powerful breath. Feet are flexed. Inhale up to center. Suspend the breath. Exhale, release, and immediately just come lying on your back for a moment. We're going to do pelvic lifts, lying on your back. So when you come lying on your back, bring your knees up. Find your comfortable position here. Just sit here for a moment with your hands. Right hand on your belly, left hand on your heart. Just tune into your body, breathing. And so, now, this particular exercise, you're going to bring the soles of the feet onto the ground at the buttocks. So you want to bring them as close to your buttocks as possible. Then the ideal versus the real. Your ideal is to grab the ankles and inhale, lifting the pelvis, and exhale, lowering the pelvis. Now, if that is challenging for you, you may not be able to reach your ankles. So this is the ideal. And I tuck my shoulders underneath my back. Personally, I find it also massages my back, and it feels really good. So it's going to be inhale in your mind's eye, sat, exhale, nam down. And before we begin, alternatively, if this is too much and you can't go and grab your ankles, even if your arms are on the floor, and tuck your shoulders underneath your back, you'll find that's really nice and cozy. It may take some getting used to, but it's really good for your back. So coming into your ideal, your real position, because again, everybody's position is going to be different. Come into position and begin. Inhale up, squeeze, squeeze, hold it. Exhale down, just sit here for a moment, lay down on your back. We're actually going to come back up. We're going to come into cat-cow position for many of you. There are a couple ways you can come up. You can come over to your side and press yourself up, or you can roll on up. And so, as I turn over into cat-cow position, the hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, hip width distance apart. As you bring, what we're going to do is we're going to do it only on the left side first, and then we'll switch over to the right side. Okay? So it looks like this. As you inhale, you stretch the left leg out, and then exhale the left knee into the forehead ideally. And then you just keep stretching out, elongating the body, keeping those hips square to the ground. It's very easy to do this. It's more challenging and ideal to do straight out as your body permits. So come into your position. Like I said, we'll do the left leg first, and then we'll move on to the right. And begin. Inhale, sat. Exhale, nam. Extend the leg out, inhale. Exhale that left foot down, left knee down to the ground. We're going to switch sides and do the right. Catch your breath. You should be working up a sweat. Yogi Bhajan says we should sweat at least 10 minutes a day. And so if you're not getting your sweat on, then I don't know what to tell you, because I'm even feeling it. All right, bring that right leg out, inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam, audibly. Powerful breathing. Pressing that floor away. When the knee comes in, really rounding the back, and then arching down when the leg extends. Inhale the leg out. Exhale that knee down. Whew. Sit on your heels. Bring your forearms to the ground in front of the knees. Palms are together and the thumbs are going to point up. You're going to keep the chin up to create a pressure at the lower back. You're going to inhale as you stretch over the palms. Keep those thumbs back too, pointing up. You're going to inhale as you stretch over the palm, exhale back. Looks really simple. It's a little awkward, but you got to do it. So inhale Sat, exhale Nam, eyes are closed. Inhale, begin. Keep the chin lifted. Inhale, suspend the breath, staying on your knees and your buttocks. Exhale. We're going to come back to lying on your back. Now, if you have any jewelry on at all, I highly recommend you take it all off, because otherwise this becomes very uncomfortable and very awkward. I even take off this necklace because I've had it land on my back. We're going to do back rolls. So just like when you're a little kid, we used to entertain ourselves really, really well. I find if you're on a wooden floor, make sure you got something comfortable underneath you. I'm going to stretch out my mat this way just because of the way that we're doing this, and because I've got candles around me too, right? So we're going to tuck the candles off a little further away, because I've been known to go across the room and move all over the place. So again, then you have to adjust to your environment and your own practice. So for the next 1 minute, this is the last posture, you're going to bring the knees in, and you're just going to massage the length of your spine. See, I'm already moving across the floor. It probably wouldn't hurt for me to pull out this other mat. If you have a sticky mat too, that becomes helpful. So I typically just use this mat as a bolster under my buttocks. Today we're going to use it to try to keep my mat in the same spot because I have wooden floors. And so come into your position, bring the knees into the chest, and the inhale and the exhale are at your body's leisure. It's just normal breathing. We're just massaging the length of the spine. Again, come into your position and begin. Just enjoy it and let it really massage your back, the sides of your back, your spine. You're going to feel you're actually massaging your organs as well, hence the kidneys and adrenals. We don't do this enough, you know, little kids, we entertained ourselves doing things like that. I know it feels good in between my shoulder blades. Hope you're enjoying this yourself. And now, here's where you're going to come up. Just sit in easy seated position. Ideally, again, you've got your water nearby. I'm going to close out with you now so that you may lie on your back in corpse pose. You want to lie on your back it's recommended for a full hour. Do whatever you can do for you, half hour, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you have time for. Honor your body, know your body's wisdom. Breathe with me here together. Just come into easy seated position. We're going to close out this portion of the class, but when we're finished, you still have your portion to complete, and that's to relax on your back fully, allowing the earth to embrace you, support you, nurture you, and allow that energy to integrate so that you can restore your kidneys and adrenals to their vitality. I'm going to sing one quick, long time sunshine through and Sat Nam. You can do it with me. Or continue lying on your back and just enjoy the rest of your evening, wherever you are. Inhale to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. Sat Nam. And a quote from Yogi Bhajan. The moment you value yourself, the whole world values you. Sat Nam. Thank you so much. Please, please, please remember to drink your full glass of water after you're done lying in corpse pose and integrated all of the energies. I want you to know I value you, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking this time for you and sharing your precious time and self with me. I love you all. Have an amazing evening.